up, y'all? It's your girl Kai, and I'm back with another video. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. If you are new here, what's up? My name is Kai. You are tuning into my YouTube channel. It must be Kai. Definitely go ahead and hit that like, comment, and subscribe button before we get right into this video. And follow me on Instagram at It Must Be Kai. First things first, happy new year to everybody. Happy new year to all my subscribers. Happy new year to all the people passing through. Happy new year to all the people who gonna subscribe in the future, okay? Because 2023 is gonna be a big year for all of us, okay? Everybody, you and you, okay? This year is going to be a big year, so happy new year to everybody. Thank you so much for subscribing to my YouTube channel and seeing me here in 2023. Shout out to my super duper OGs that's been here since day one, since 2021. Since April of 2021. Shout out to y'all, okay? Y'all been around for a minute, okay? We finna pull up on year 2 on the YouTube channel, baby. Stay tuned, okay? Stay tuned. But like I said, happy new year to everybody. More life, more blessings, more love to every single last one of y'all. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. And we just gonna get right into this video. All right, y'all. So we finna jump the first video of a new year off, okay? I'm not gonna be touching my hair today because y'all, I really just I didn't feel like it, okay? If you have not seen the DOUX wash and go that I did on my channel, that was the last video of 2022. So you real late because you ain't seen a video since last year. Like, what is happening, okay? So you need to go back to 2022 and check out that video of me doing this wash and go here with the DOUX Big POPPA, okay? That's this wash and go. I really didn't feel like doing my hair no more, anything like that. So I really was just like, and we finna use a turban, we finna tie this thing up, and we just finna chill today, okay? Like, I really didn't do too much today, really just chilled, but I just put it up, but the wash and go is still wash and going, it's still lasting, it's still looking good. I just put it up in my turban. If you haven't seen videos on how I tie my turbans, I got 4 different ways, 4 different colors to tie my turban, okay? So definitely go check that video out too. That video is last year's video as well. We in a brand new year, so I was like, let me go ahead and jump this year off with a video, a good one, okay? We finna chat just a little bit. But in this video, I'm really just gonna be giving y'all some tips on how to get the perfect wash and go. Okay, so this video has been long awaited, and I know I have shown y'all time and time again. I've done wash and go so many times on this channel, like, baby, I can't even count on 2 hands how many times I've done the wash and go on this channel. But I'm here today to just lay it out verbatim flat for y'all, my 5 tips on how to get the perfect wash and go. And this is just me, okay? I did not look at anybody else's video to see what they do or anything like that. I know what works for me and my wash and goes and how I get my wash and goes to last. So I'm really just giving y'all these top 5 tips based on my own personal experience and what makes my wash and goes last, okay? So some of this stuff can be tailored to your personal usage and how you want to wear your wash and go and how long you trying to wear your wash and go. You can definitely tailor this stuff to your own personal life, usage, and things like that. So don't be afraid to do that, but I'm just giving y'all my top 5, okay? And y'all be sure to drop some more down in the comments. Let me know how you preserve your wash and go, how you keep it long, lasting, shiny, all that good stuff. And y'all tell me y'all New Year's resolutions too, because some of them might need to go on my list as well. So without further ado, let's get right into number 1. All right, y'all. So number 1 is plain and simple for me. Don't touch it. Look, don't touch it. Do not touch your wash and go, okay? After you do it, hear me out now. Hear me out. This is the first tip that I just learned, like on my own, doing wash and goes constantly, trying to master them. When doing a wash and go, after you put the product in your hair, don't touch it. Leave it alone. I know you be wanting to look at the curls and check on them and all that stuff, but do not touch it because otherwise you're going to disturb the curl, okay? And once you disturb the curl, you're going to frizz it. You're going to get product on your hand. It's just going to be, just don't touch it, okay? I know you're curious. I know you're like, is it going to dry correctly? Is my curls going to be defined? All that stuff. You really just got to trust the process. When it comes to wash and goes and products, you really just have to trust the process. Because believe it or not, I have some wash and goes that when I put it on my hair, I'll be like, baby, I don't know about this. But when it dries, after I done left it alone, and after I ain't touched it, it dries top tier. Okay? It dries top tier, giving me the perfect wash and go. Okay, so that is my number 1. Do not touch your hair after you put the product in it. let it sit, leave it alone. Let the product do what it's gonna do. It don't need no more help from you. Okay, the product just needed you to put it on your hair, but after that, your job is done. Okay, don't touch your hair no more, because otherwise you're just gonna disturb the curl. You're gonna frizz it. Just don't touch it. Leave it alone. Relax. Watch a movie while it dry. Trust the process. Okay, so that's my number one. Plain and simple. Ain't much to be said about that. We just gonna go right on here to number 2. All right, y'all, so number 2 on how to get the perfect wash and go is use the right amount of product. We all know, and we all have this like long running joke in the natural hair community about how products be like, use a dime size amount or use a quarter size amount, and we be like, no, like that's not gonna cover our head. We know that, okay? So I'm not telling you to use a little bit of product, like how much it directs you to use on the pack. I feel like you should use according to how much hair that you have and how much saturation you need, okay? So when it comes to getting the right amount of product to put on your hair, you have to make sure that you do not have residue, okay? And let me just talk about that for a second. When it comes to residue, that means your hair cannot hold any more product on it. So if I take a strand of hair and I'm putting gel on it, and if the gel is like caked up on that piece of hair, and it's like, if I touch it, it's like a bunch of gel on my hands, you're using too much product. You need to use the amount of product where your hair strand is going to be fully coated, but it's not going to have more than what it needs to have on it. And you also want to use enough product to where you can feel and or see the product on your hair. Because if you're not able to feel or see the product on your hair, that means you don't have enough on your hair. Your hair has fully absorbed it, and it's not going to control and help your curl to stay. It's just not going to do it. Your hair is not going to last. If you don't have enough product on it, best believe that your hair might look cute while it's wet, but as it dries, probably 2-3 days later, your hair is going to look like you didn't even do anything to it. So definitely finding that product balance can take some time to do, but once I figured out how to do it, it was lit. It was only up from there, because there was a time period where I would put so much product on my head where my whole head was white. You can go back and look at those videos. They very early. But there was a time that I used to put so much product on my hair that there was a thick white cast on my hair. Like, it was just thick and white residue. And I was just like, oh yes, baby, this is it. No, baby, that's not it. That's not even good for your hair. That's too much product. You drowning it, like, for real. So lay off the product, let your hair do what it's gonna do. So just make sure that you're attempting to find that balance between how much product you need to fully coat the hair strand, but not so much to where you have this thick white residue all over your hair, or that the product is dripping off, or that when you touch your hair you have product residue on your fingers, like you literally have too much. So that's my number 2. Definitely finding the balance of too much and too little product to get you right in the middle, so that you have the right amount of product on your curls to make your wash and go last. Because without enough, it's gonna frizz, and just the elements gonna get to it real quick if you don't have enough product on it. And if you have too much product on it, it's gonna weigh it down, and it's gonna cause it to flake. That's where flaking come from. When it's too much product on your hair gonna flake. That product gonna flake right on off because it's too much. Okay, so let's go right ahead and get into number 3. All right, so for number 3, it is no manipulation. Okay, and let me break that down. I'm doing it right now. What manipulation is? When I say no manipulation to your wash and go, don't do stuff like this and then try to wear it down the next day. You're gonna frizz it. It's not gonna last long at all. It's gonna put a big bend in your hair. Your hair's not gonna last, and it's gonna move your hair to a point where some of the product could actually flake off, depending on the chemistry of the products that you use, but that's another story. But when I say no manipulation, I mean when I know my wash and go is old, because my wash and go is probably about 4 or 5 days old, but I really just didn't feel like doing a new wash and go or doing any new products today. I really just wanted to chill. Okay, Happy New Year. I wanted to do all that. So I just put my hair up in this turban, right? I would not put my hair up in a turban on day 3 and then take it down and try to wear the wash and go. So basically what I'm saying is, if you have a wash and go, wear the wash and go, wear it down. Leave it alone. It's gonna last. Okay, it's gonna last a very long time because my wash and go still looks good today. I just wanted to change my hair. But when you try to change your hair again and again and again, you're gonna destroy your wash and go. You're manipulating it too much. You can't have a wash and go Monday, do a half up, half down Tuesday, do a wash and go have it down on Wednesday, then pineapple it on Thursday. Then you doing way too much to it. You're moving it around too much. Your wash and go is not gonna last. If you know that if you know that you're styling your hair, styling your curls, and you're gonna put it in the turban and you're gonna wear it for the week, cool, by all means. Just know what you're about to do with your hair and just don't try to go back and forth, because the more manipulation that you do to your wash and go, it's not gonna last very long. So when it comes to, I know you might have some questions about, well, Kai, what about picking my hair out? I don't pick my wash and go. Okay, I let it get old, because on day one, everybody know day one hair is cute and all, but it's not. It don't be given like day 3 wash and go hair. Okay, so I personally do not pick my roots. I never have. I think I picked my roots one time and it made my hair so tangly, baby. Oh my gosh, it made my hair so tangly. So that's another story for another day, but I do not pick my roots out at all. When I do a wash and go, I leave it alone. So that literally goes from my number 1, don't touch it, into no manipulation. Like, I'm not putting my hair up like this today and then tomorrow I'll be like, oh, I'm gonna wear my wash and go down. No, because then it's gonna be frizzy, and even when it's time for me to wash my wash and go out, my hair is actually gonna be tangly and slightly matted if I try to go back and forth and try to change up the style all the time every day. You know what I'm saying? So if you want your wash and go to last, if you want the curls to stay popping, no manipulation. Don't manipulate it too much, because if you look, my curls are actually still intact. They are still defined and all that good stuff. I just knew that I didn't want to wear my hair down anymore, and I was like, I'm finna turban it. My hair might be like this for the next 2-3 days because I really just don't feel like doing it yet. Okay, so that's just me being lazy. But my curls are still intact. Literally still a good wash and go. Okay, but if I take it down and try to wear it down, baby, it's gonna be a whole nother story and a whole nother plethora of problems. Okay, so when it comes to making your wash and go last, no manipulation. Okay, if you're gonna wear it, wear it. If you want to change it, and don't change it back. Leave it alone, because then you could also cause your hair to break, and it's just unhealthy when you moving your hair around so much while it's dry. But we're gonna talk about that in another video. So let's go right on to number 4. All right, y'all, so number 4 on my list is to use a sealant. I just say use a sealant because depending on your hair type, you either use gel as a sealant or oil as a sealant. Okay, so I'm talking for all my hair types, okay, because I know that I need a sealant on top. Whenever I just try to do a cream based wash and go, y'all have seen multiple times on my channel, it don't work. It doesn't work. Okay, it doesn't go down good at all if I'm just using straight up cream and nothing else. Like if I do leave-in, that's a cream. If I do my cream or whatever product I'm going to use and I don't go on top of it with a gel, baby, I could kiss that wash and go goodbye. I feel like I need a sealant. That could be because I'm high porosity. I don't really know, but these are my tips tailored to me. So this is how I get my wash and go to last, and that's by using a sealant. And I also put oil in that category as well. I don't seal my hair with oil. That's just me. I just don't do it. Really don't use oil like that at all unless I'm doing a hot oil treatment. But when it comes to making your wash and go last, you definitely want to have a sealant on top. This is what defines your curls. This is what helps keep them shiny, and this is what locks in all of that moisture to prolong your wash and go so that you can wear it for 6 days. Okay, because there have been times I've actually done a wash and go and went on vacation, and then by the end of the vacation, okay, yeah, it's the end of my wash and go. But if you want your wash and go to last 6, and then day 7 be like the last day, like it's on his last leg, use a sealant. You need a gel on top. You need a custard, you need an oil, you need something to just lock in all that moisture and keep moisture from getting in, because even though our hair is curly, it will still frizz. Okay, so you go from having a defined curl to literally having a frizz. You literally gonna become a frizz ball, sis, like no cap. So use a sealant because you do need a barrier to lock in your moisture and keep natural, as in the elements, as in the weather, moisture out of your hair so that your hair can last longer. Okay, so that's another tip for having your wash and go last a very, very long time. Use a sealant, whether that be gel, oil, custard, or even a serum. Serums, I also fool with serums too. Okay, so those are all on the list of a sealant, but just make sure that you're putting that on your hair to help protect your hair from the natural elements and causing frizz and just stuff that you don't want. Okay, so let's just go ahead and get right into the last tip. We are on tip number 5. All right, y'all, so for tip number 5, this is something that y'all see constantly on my channel. I'm always talking about it, and it is tied up, sis. Okay, that's what the tip is called, tied up, sis. Tie it up. When you at home chilling, don't be rolling around on your couch watching TV with your hair out, with your wash and go out. It's not gonna last. Don't be play fighting with your boo with your wash and go out. It's not gonna last. Don't play with the kids and cook and all with your wash and go out. Tie that thing up. Literally, that's how it go down with me. Soon as I walk in this door, this hair get tied up. Okay, it gets that satin bonnet and that it get that satin bonnet and that satin scarf on it, and we done for the evening. Okay, the only time that my hair is out is when I'm leaving the house or if I got guests in the house. But other than that, I don't just be chilling with my hair out. Okay, I just don't because I don't know what it is, but it makes my wash and go life shorter. It just does, because I'm on the couch watching TV, my head rubbing up against the fibers on my couch. I got a blanket around me. I got my robe on. My hair is long and it's rubbing up against my robe. You're really just frizzing your hair and you're drying it out. So when you come in from a long day and you know you about to do stuff, whether it's getting the kids ready for bed, whether it's cooking dinner, whether it's you just gonna chill on the couch, have you a glass of wine and unwind for a long day, tie that hair up. Put that hair back in that satin bonnet, because you'll be surprised the frizz that you experience from the day when you put that satin bonnet on your head is actually going to help relax that hair shaft, and your hair will stop being like so big. So if it was rainy out that day and that moisture got to your hair a little bit and your hair is a little frizzy, when you put those satin scarves on, I don't know what it do, but it helped like relax the hair, and your hair will go back to being defined. So that's just what I say about that. Tie it up, sis. That's my fifth and foremost, and that is very, very important when it comes to helping my wash and go last super duper long. I do not play. As soon as I come in that door, I'm tying my hair up in my satin bonnet, my satin scrunchie, my satin scarf, okay? And that's just what's going down, and that is also what helps preserve my wash and go, because I'm not taking the stuff from outside and rolling around and getting my hair frizzy on my furniture, my pillows, and all that good stuff. That is my last tip for how to get a perfect, long-lasting wash and go. All right, y'all, so I thank you guys so much for tuning in. Now that I think about it, after I literally gave y'all these tips, I'm like, I gotta title this video how to get the perfect wash and go that's gonna last, because I feel like that's the type of tips that I gave y'all. Like, I feel like I could show y'all how to get the perfect wash and go and tell y'all how to get the perfect wash and go, but I can also tell y'all tips on how to make it last long, how to get day 7 out your wash and go, baby. Because it's so funny to me, day 6 and day 7, and I only have day 6, day 7 wash and goes when I really just ain't had time to fool with my hair. Like, I really just haven't had time or even felt like messing with my hair. Day 6 and day 7 is so funny because that's when I get the most compliments on my hair. Like, I really be like getting compliments all the time on my hair when it be old, and I be like, we just gonna slick some baby hair down and we just gonna keep it moving. That's when I get so many compliments. But if you want your wash and go, if you want to get that perfect, shiny, fluffy, just long lasting wash and go, definitely follow my tips. Let me know how they go for you, and let me know your own personal tips on how you make your wash and go last, because I could take some stuff out of y'all book too. But thank you guys so much for tuning into this video. Thank you so much for supporting me on my YouTube channel. It's 2023. We going up. More content, more love, more subscribers. We doing it all, okay? Y'all don't forget to comment down below your New Year's resolutions, because I do want to know them as well. But thank you guys so much for tuning in this video. Like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video. Happy New Year.